Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Johnny, aka Buster Wolf, back again with, well, actually not back again, but we're back on stream, guys. We are going to be reacting to the Summer Game Fest showcase, obviously hosted by yours truly, Jeff Keighley's, another Canadian compatriot of mine. So, yeah, let's see what kind of crazy announcements we're going to see today. You know, we obviously I seen the partners, but I'm trying to keep my expectations very, I wouldn't say low, but just like, I want to get surprises, right? But some people are already talking about like maybe Arc Raiders might be announced today as a surprise, or even Shadow Drop. Like the Reddit post on that is going nuts today. So I don't think they gotta release the game or just Shadow Drop. Maybe they might Shadow Drop like an open beta. That would be awesome, but we'll see. We'll wait and see what happens. But today we're just gonna be reacting to the Summer Game Fest, guys. I'm not gonna be playing some Street Fighter just yet. I will definitely jump into it tomorrow, take an in-depth look at the new updates and stuff like that, and most likely we'll see if they have any announcements today for Street Fighter Season 3, right? Is it gonna be just called Gear 3, or is it gonna be like Super Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter, Street Fighter 6 Arcade Edition? I think the title Fighters Editions Year 1 and 2 is already the title, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of a weird title to have. But yeah, we're definitely gonna check it out tomorrow or all weekend and check out what the changes are and what's new, what changes they made. I already seen some videos of quite some changes, and I gotta say I'm actually pretty shocked on some of the changes they made. So we're definitely gonna get in depth with that tomorrow. But today I wish I could play, but I'm really tired. Just literally got off work now and jumped into the stream and got everything ready for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the stream and the reactions, and if you do, appreciate if you drop a like if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and follow me there too. So appreciate the support and everything, and yeah, hopefully we have a very good, awesome showcase today. So we're just gonna pause the music here. We're gonna unmute the show here, and get an idea of what exactly is gonna be announced today. Now, right now the E3 season has started, and it's been really awesome. We had the likes of like the Witcher 4 tech demo. Then we have that crazy announcements that we had during the State of Play, which we're gonna talk about it later on. So I'll let the show speak for itself now. Summer Game Fest, let's go.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, Jeff? My name's Jeff. Alright, let's go.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date, and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead.
Who the hell's
Over
Dante?
the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes...
Are we gonna have more characters shown for that new Marvel Tokon fighters? Fighting Souls?
Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games. Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number 1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at SemiWork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving
Man, that's the norm
independent
nowadays,
studio
right?
with 30
Big
creators.
publisher losing
And what you're
their
about to
employees
see
and they
is a
just doing their own
powerful
thing.
testament to what passion,
Granted, not
freedom,
all of them are
and a
successful,
small,
but still,
dedicated team
I do
can
praise
achieve.
them for coming up
Let's
with
take a look
new ideas
at our
and
first
creativity
new
for
game
games.
announcement.
And Claire Obscura is definitely one of a good example for that. So, props to them. Isn't this kind of reminds me of that what's it called? What's that game called again? They came out a couple years ago. Mortal something, right?
They know naught of your nature. You're a weapon, child.
Dab me up, bro. Damn, let's go. Nice. Mortal Shell, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, now I remember. Oh, nice. Nice. Love the combat so far.
Until you fail. Then what? You're no god. But neither have they.
Music is pretty hype though. Goes really hard. Nice. Oh fuck. Ooh. Oh yeah, there you go, Mortal Shell. I was right. It kind of reminded me of that. It looked exactly like that too.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
Death Star Sabotage. We're gonna do the trench run.
Hit him with everything you've got.
7. Honestly, they didn't show much though.
Think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Of course. Didn't they announced this, right? That he's gonna be there? Yeah.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer
New trailer
Game
for
Fest.
Death Stranding
It's
2?
great to have you
Absolutely.
here. We are so excited for DS2.
On the beach.
So, let me ask you, Mr.
I actually
Kojima,
enjoyed the first
you've
one. I
worked for many
played
years
it,
on this project.
and I
What do you
finally
hope
finished it
players
last
take
year, I
away
want to say.
from DS2 when
And
they play later this
yeah, it
month?
was
まあ DS1 が出た
lot
後にコロナになった
cutscene heavy, but still
well,
pretty
We
good.
hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、まあ、コロナを体験したと思うので
Everyone
この
experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So
新しいつながりというか
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、まあ、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
Let's see how weird this cutscenes are. That guy that looks like Solid Snake. Forgot his name.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Varner.
Let's see.
What do you do? For living?
Marinelli.
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive. Stop. 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 Stop.
What is going on? Again, Cryptic Kojima, right?
So much mystery. Well, that
Cryptic
was a
Kojima.
clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
まあ、DS2 で非常に重要な
In
キャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあ、ちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人あると
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって、
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and reveals
で前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど
on
マツさん
DS1,
がやって
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的に
Mats.
は彼はもういなくな
And
っ
of
たの
course,
で、
by story,
まあ 2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マ
this
ツさ
time,
んの代わりという
Neil
か
Spoilers.
will be
同じ
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Mats
します
did. for DS2
で
this
まあ、ク
time.
リフすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character,
るようなキャラク
but
ター
I
を作ろ
think
うとして、まあ、ルカさん
we
にお
have
願
to
い
kind
し
of
て、
like top that
結構いい
character.
キャラクタ
So
ーに
Luca
なったと思います
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
いた
was
だい
great.
た
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neo,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I
It's very
brought
soon,
today.
actually.
But there
It's
is
crazy.
more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene of
見
Neo.
に来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right.
Nice.
Thank you so
Little
much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you. All right. And now
Oh, I
I'd
thought
like
they
to
were showing
introduce
it
my
now. Oh,
co-host
no,
for
my
Summer
bad.
Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please
Lucy
join me in
James.
welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Really?
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Raw Power Games.
But ambitious men
I have no idea who these developers
will not
are.
listen.
Or the studio, sorry.
I sought no war. But war found me.
Isn't it RTS? Or is it actually an adventure game?
I took up the sword. Prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one
Does sound like
ending.
Tom Hardy though.
I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
Chronicles Medieval. Interesting.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action
All right, let's
games
see how
within
it
the
looks.
Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
You know, I never played Sonic Racing. I don't think I ever did. I remember it was huge in the GameCube days, but I think Mario Kart just took the cake for me. And bring back Diddy Kong Racing, guys. Come on. I know Mario Kart World does take pretty much a successor to it, but you know. That was a really fun game. Hatsune Miku. Oh, nice. Ichiban. Joker, nice. Available when September? What? My God, they just cut it off. Like, show the date right away.
Introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team.
Love his shirt,
You can
though.
feel brand new experience
Thick shirt.
from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Oh,
So
yeah, okay.
you can race
Shots
against
fired to
all your
Nintendo. Let's go.
friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
It's probably just some guest character. Oh, nice.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a
Action
journey across a
RPG?
dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
How am I looking at?
For some,
Nice.
it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this. If
Man,
time were a weapon
The
to
thick
wield,
thighs, though. Anime thick
would
thighs.
you
Let's
undo
go.
the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Is it like a co-op action game, or is it just a companion kind of situation there? Old Rain 2. Never played the first one though. Guess it generated a sequel. People enjoyed it so much. Okay. looks interesting. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Sick. Man, these enemy designs are sick though. This. Nice. That looked really good.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy.
Troy Baker's Jack Pepper. Nice. I remember this was announced a while back too. I thought this game already came out.
All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Oh. Oh, Game of Thrones. I know that logo.
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
We captured Kit Harington looked pretty well. By the way, in the next when you do like a commercial break, I'm just gonna take my dogs outside for not for a walk, but just gonna take them outside. So I'm gonna leave the stream on, but just note that I won't be around.
Is your legacy. You decide who wins and who dies.
Is that like an RTS? Yeah, okay, there you go. Nice. That title just says RTS all over it.
Now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action adventure RPG.
Oh.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
What is this? Okay, give me a second. I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Maybe they will visit us, but has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart 2.
I guess it was a spam call. Man, they already announced a second? Jeez. Oh no! I gotta mute this. Hold on a second. I gotta mute this. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, there's no way I can leave that on. Oh my god, why did they have to put like freaking commercial music like this, man? No, I can't. I gotta turn this off. Don't. Having a good time. No, the twins are back. Okay. I mean, it looks really good though. So how good was the first one? You know, I wonder. All right, music's done.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Mundfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global
Spirit
scale.
successor
This
to
time,
the
there's a greater
first
emphasis
game.
on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Mundfish today.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
I'll leave it like this for now. Hopefully there's no copyright music. So I'll be right back to take out the
How did the whole of
dogs.
humanity miss it?
Man, hold on. Let me
And
see first.
did we actually
we'll be
miss
fine.
it? What
We'll
if
be
the
fine.
cube
I'll wait.
didn't
I'll wait.
appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there and we've only just started to see it?
Another first-person shooter. Multiplayer, perhaps? Okay, damn. Okay, still Atomic Heart, but I guess it's like a multiplayer version of it. The Cube, Atomic Universe.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Mundfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a
MMO.
massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new
Yeah,
retro
this looks
beat 'em
sick.
up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Man, Marvel games are really pumping out some Marvel property stuff, huh? Like, and they're not missing so far. Rocket, nice. She-Hulk, man, she's buff though. She's super buff. Very cool.
This isn't hell.
Oh,
My world. What
yes. I want more, please. Onimusha. Nice.
You don't have a chance.
Dig.
Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy.
Nice. Parries.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganyu.
Nice. Can't wait. Really gonna be sick. He's a little bit more character, more not.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in
I'll be
real
right back.
time
I'm just gonna
in
take out the
Unreal,
dogs.
and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die!
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, grab burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff, Jeff, Jeff.
Super fun. Got to wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game, In Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs. Engaged in a perilous dance.
Yeah,
of
sorry
wits,
about
a game where
The
truth
dogs seem to be
shadow.
they seem to be really wanting to go outside. Took them out. So sorry about that.
Killer
What did I miss in the Muppet thing?
action game. The killers
What is
lurk
it?
elusively
Guess who?
in
No, sorry.
plain
Who?
Kill someone, and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by booting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your
Killer
strongest
and
weapons in this
the
game
deception
of
we
life or
trust.
death. Your invitation awaits.
Cool.
That was Killer Ant, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait.
Oh, there you
Of
go.
course, talking about Arc Raiders.
Arc
This is one
Raiders.
of the
All
most
right, is it going to be
anticipated
Shadow
games of the
Drop?
year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long.
Honestly, I played it and it was really fun. Really fun. Okay, so later this year. So confirm.
For Arc Raiders.
It's not coming out today. It's no Shadow Drop. People are smoking that copium, bro. Damn. But yeah, everything about this game was awesome, man. The music, the setting, the PvE, PvP stuff, like, was awesome, man.
Body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
Nice. October 30th. Very cool. So there you go. There you have it. No Shadow Drop, no nothing. I knew it.
Is coming October 30th,
People were smoking that
2025
shit,
for
and it'd be
PC
like,
and
"Yo,
console.
finally, we're gonna
Congrats to
be,
Embark Studios.
we're gonna be
Alright,
dropping this
fans,
live."
you can
Yeah,
finally
no,
step
there's no
onto
way.
The world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
This is yeah, okay. Dune, right? So this is supposed to be like an MMO, right? Nice. June 10. Play today on Steam. Cool.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void. Try as I might to quell their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
Join the Sentinels.
Some say time stops for no one.
You know, it's funny that I'm starting to realize that a lot of games are looking pretty much like have like technically the same style or art style, you can say. Like this look kind of reminds me at any other like Souls-like or you know Mortal Shell, and even like the trailer itself kind of reminds me of that. Like any other action or Souls-like games, it's, I don't know, they all feel the same to me. We might end up having a little bit of an oversaturation of like, you know, all this stuff. I feel like we've seen this before. Chrono Odyssey. I feel like we've seen this before, right?
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next.
Little gacha
will not
game.
Be easy. I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
I never doubted that you'd end up here.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimus?
Glittering Waves. Cruel Games. Probably another gacha game or something.
A rat in the vessel. Such a tiny nuisance. I know all your secrets.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen this one before too. Looks cleaner though. Yeah, I feel like we saw this at a PlayStation Mio, yeah. Cool.
That's Mio Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Cool.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on.
Out of words. Cool. It looks. I like it. It looks really cool.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia
Yeah,
franchise.
can't wait for this one. I do like the Mafia
games.
games,
Mob
so
story set in the brutal underworld.
story-wise, they're very good.
Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest.
And apparently,
trailer.
this one is supposed to be more like Uncharted, like very linear. Which I'm all for it. Give me a good story, and the price is great too, right? So.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here. My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Vicky Puttana!
It's family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Nice. Looks good though.
And if you thought that guy was a stud,
Like I
just
said,
wait
I'm really
till you
not.
see this
I'm hoping the
next
story's
game.
good because
Lego
I really
Voyages
do enjoy the
captures
mafia
creative, hands-on
stories.
spirit of classic
Just not the
Lego
open world
play,
concept
and will
though.
also support a friend's pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
New 2-player co-op adventure. He looks cute, yeah. So you're like a master builder. Lego Voyagers. Yeah, it looks cute. Looks cute.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before.
Not another
You enjoy
Nickelodeon
the first look
All-Star
at
Brawl,
Nicktoons
right?
and the Dice of Destiny. Yeehaw!
Yeah, that's the Fairly Odd Parents right there.
Evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and
Timmy!
ridiculously
Sounds like
handsome
Timmy.
wizard would call
Timmy
upon
Turner.
his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to. Imagination! Go big, go burn!
Nicktoons and a dice of what? That was so quick, man. Why did they cut off like that so quick?
Players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet
Life of
frenzy in
P.
Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
I mean, I haven't played this game yet. I heard a lot of good things about it, but yeah, I haven't played it myself. Oh man. Oh fuck. Love the designs though, the enemies. Pretty sick. Oh, okay. Shadow drop just like that. Okay.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
Inspired by a true story.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be. 5 plates full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates upon plates. The garden is lush in the rain, and everything's focused. Dinner's ready.
Matcha blooms.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
Interesting.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
Oh my god. Whew. Had a long day today. I mean, so far, the biggest announcement has been like, I want to say Life of P, the shadow drop, pretty much, right? But I guess this is all commercial break stuff, right? Yeah. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Give some food to my dog. Looking from afar, did I actually see the One Punch Man? Is that what I saw? Oh, this is what's it called again? This honestly an anime that started really well in the Seven Deadly Sins, right? Yeah, it was an anime that started really well and then it just kind of lost me over time. It was just going nowhere, you know. And then later on, I'm glad I did because then it became one of those animes that basically just like so much filler stuff, so much stuff on the side, doesn't really move the story. I don't know. Me personally, I think that's what it is. And let me know anybody in chat if that's how it went, but honestly, it didn't go nowhere with me. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, they were hungry. Origin. Oh yeah, we've seen this before.
5.6 is available today.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Star Dive will be
Absolutely.
exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
We find a way.
Unreal Engine.
We altered the course of nature, unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free.
What's it called again? This Jurassic Park something like Worlds or something like that? No, sorry, that's the movies. Jurassic Park something, right?
Well, to help life find a way.
Little baby T-Rexes, okay, sure. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Oh wow, how many were they? I know there was 2 then, but we're already at 3. God damn. I guess they hit a success with this kind of game, right? So it's like a park management game or something like that, right? Cool.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Hey.
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina,
You think it's going to be like a 8-bit type game, or is it going to be like, oh, let's next evolution of 8-bit, let's go 16-bit, you know?
A decade ago,
32-bit,
we unearthed
64
a
bits.
groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
But yeah, Shovel Knight was great. Okay, so it is like an 8-bit style game. I have to say, a little too pixelated for me here. Doesn't really translate well on big screens. Let me just say that. Smaller screens, perhaps, but I'm watching this on a 32-inch, and yeah, it's like, oof, it's rough. But now I'm watching the stream on a smaller screen on my laptop, and it's like, okay, yeah, it does look better on the smaller screen. Mina the Hollower. Cool. But yeah, no, I think I prefer Shovel Knight.
Special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done. Yeah. Oh, Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let me see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're gonna do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade.
Jeff Poole.
All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience.
Oh god, do we have to mute this again because of the music? Come on. Yeah, I can't. These guys really don't. These guys don't know how to do trailers without putting music on, right? I mean, the guy does sound like Ryan Reynolds. Whoa, what's going on with the... Yeah. Music's still going on. So it's a VR game, you playing as Deadpool. That's pretty cute, I guess. Hey, look, it's Omega. All right, cool. And unfortunately, I had to mute that. They were playing music in the background. But yeah, he sounded like Ryan Reynolds.
Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light: The Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this.
Even when they were dueling Jeff Paul, I was like, that's very specific. Why is Deadpool mentioned here? I guess I know why.
Big news: the release date.
Release date for what? Sorry, I missed that. Oh.
What can you tell
Dying
me
Light?
about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do.
Oh,
with
just
those
made a mess. Oh,
monsters.
hold on, I'll be right back.
I don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Sorry about that. Just getting interrupted by my dogs all the time. God, what's going on with the stream though? Dying Light: The Beast.
Kyle, E&F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
June 6th at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's later today, actually.
There's the
No, I don't know. I
big
haven't
news.
really played
is
Dying
coming
Light.
On August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur. and Annapurna Interactive.
Yeah, we
And this is your
saw this
exclusive
before.
new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
I might have to mute it because again, I do recall they were putting a lot of music at the same time.
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything
I don't know
was
if I
about
recall.
to
I
change,
do not recognize this song,
time to look back
unless
on
if
your
it's like
greatest hits.
a generic '80s type song.
Mom, who is it? One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend
Yeah, I have
one
no
last
idea.
night together before school's out forever.
I don't know if this is copyright music or not, but
It's gonna
yeah, I
be
guess so. Yeah,
one hell of a night.
yeah. I just had to mute it. Looks cool. I like the whole like low frame rate movement. Cool. All right.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
In anime Diablo's like.
Surge of power.
Sounds about right.
Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me?
Looks cool.
We will
Why
live
does this
on in
animation
world,
look familiar?
no matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope.
Like the animation looks really familiar.
Toa and the guardians of the sacred tree.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends,
Nice.
he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
Of blood. Bajrul, what?
They left me with nothing. No justice. No peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Another Sifu type, you know? That's cool. Sifu was great. But this guy does my Thai though. The alleyway scene. The wall on screen.
Bad dot line.
the blood. Nice. I wish it was a little faster.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today.
Because it does
Now
look
is
great.
time for
Don't
the
get me
reveal
wrong,
of the
but I
next
wish it
game
was
from
like the movement was a
Montreal-based
little bit
Tribute
more faster.
Games, the makers of
Hey, my
TMNT,
hometown, let's
Shredder's
go.
Revenge, and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you
NTL,
saw a little
baby.
bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
The vegans, the robots, the demons. Oh, nice. Is that Scott Pilgrim? Nice. Scott Pilgrim EX.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fists flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with
Cool.
Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back, but first we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around.
Oh, nice.
Now
So what,
cease
Resident
this
Evils are all on sale right now?
and make your decision.
Capcom sale. So welcome to the commercial bits now. Yeah, I don't know if this is considered whatchamacallit, licensed music, but I'll just mute it for now. Yeah, I think so. It does sound like it though. It does sound like it. I hear it, but you guys probably won't. But it does sound like licensed music. God, what's with all these like ass jiggles, man, going on in this trailer? Yeah, I don't know if this game is still going on. Like, I know it was one of those like JR MMOs and stuff like that, like third-person MMO shooters and stuff
with
like that.
the hard.
I don't know if it actually made a hit or not. What the hell is going on here?
Now, a glorious
Mech,
morning has dawned.
zombies,
on something
bears.
that's simply harder.
It looks like PUBG. Well, not even. What the hell? The fuck am I looking at?
Your hard just got harder.
Version 1.0. Oh yeah, so this one is coming out next week, I think. Yeah, next week. And yeah, not a lot of good stuff about it.
Come with me.
Not a lot of good stuff I heard about. And apparently 2 people left the studio already, like key figures.
I thought it was just broken synapses in my head. Keep your I've been seeing things.
Oh, they're actually using the
That's been buried down deep feels like
Gears of War
it's just
song.
knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
But yeah, we don't have no clue what kind of game this is. You all know it's sci-fi, but also a little like Leslie Benzies is part of this game too, which is the producer from Rockstar that worked on a lot of like main Rockstar games, And yeah, we just don't know what this kind of game is, and right now it's not getting a lot of good publicity, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak,
That guy was
CEO
about
of
to go
IO
crazy.
Interactive.
Okay, saw
We
him,
can't
man.
wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I hope it plays
This
really
week we
well.
finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I do love
I've
Casino
invited
Royale. It's
these
so
people
good.
for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Nice.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads
That's
Mikkelsen.
Mikkelsen, for sure.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoots of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
Cool.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours. For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us.
Why for
Summer
30
Game Fest.
days? What
Appreciate
does
it,
that
guys.
mean?
Thanks
Why
for
is it a
having me.
limited
Great
time?
to
Is
see
it
ya.
because of licenses, maybe? That's kind of odd.
Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement
That's really
of
odd.
a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with
Huh,
over 1 million
interesting.
LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party! Get ready for a nail-biting competition.
Let me guess, like a Mario
We
Party?
don't have nails.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
I mean, Lego could have this, I guess. Lego, right?
That's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party!
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, that is looking mighty tasty.
Retail edition coming at the... Oh, nice. Nintendo Switch. Not even a Switch 2, just the Switch.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space
Right,
shenanigans.
another shooter. We had Splitgate, now we have Wildgate.
Danger. Reactor overload.
God, what's with this licensed music all of a sudden, man? For real, man. Like, they really don't want nobody to be like streaming this stuff. Yeah, no, really, they gotta stop with this license stuff, man, because it's unfortunate that, you know, I gotta sit here and watch a trailer and they had to put music where it's like, okay, well, you know, or in my honest opinion, man, I feel like music should change their rule sets when it comes to copyright stuff. Like, what are we stealing exactly? What exactly are we stealing here?
The next game from
We're still
Toronto
listening to your music in the end. We might as well get royalties out of it, but like,
and
fuck, come
Nobody
on.
Saves the World.
Just change that rule
They're
already.
making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder how
Oh, nice.
come to this.
Guacamole.
It began with the ancient rituals. The dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory.
I gotta say, so far, I'm not really impressed with this showcase. A lot of the stuff that they're showing is not until next year, and honestly, there's a lot of, which is fine. I do enjoy my indie games, but nothing really crazy so far. I don't know if it's just me, right? But I feel like they're like, you know, we have announcements like Arc Raiders, okay, cool, October 30th. Then there was Life of P, Shadow Drop, you know, okay, cool. Those are great announcements for sure, but that's 2 out of like 40 that we just seen so far. And this is great. There's a little bit of everything here, right? So obviously indie games are very popular and people are still playing them and they're great and so on and so forth, but I'm really was expecting a little bit more. And I feel like the Sony State of Play did a really good job, man. They announced some really fucking great bangers in that showcase.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Ew. Good. Look pretty crazy though. Castillo shotgun. Oh. Holy shit. Damn. Ew. Looks interesting. Okay. Yeah, that does not look interesting at all. Fuck that shit. Kick that baby, fuck. Get him out of here.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters.
Oh
with
man,
its
we're
previous
still
beta
talking about this
amassing
game.
over
Fuck,
300,000
I thought this game
current
already
players
came
on
out
Steam
again.
and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's
Today.
latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
It drops today.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
More licensed music again. I think, I don't know. See what happens. I'll leave it off for now, but you know, I'll just try to keep talking over it if I can. But no, I saw some footage of this. It looks great. It looks awesome, right? Basically, what Armored Core used to play like, right? And I seen some videos of it, people playing it when the beta was out. But from in my mind, I thought this game already came out. I really thought it did come out. Must be mistaken then. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm sure they're gonna just shadow drop it. I'm sure they're gonna just shadow drop it here. I mean, this cinematic video looks pretty sick, though. Yeah, with a cinematic trailer like this, I'm assuming it's gonna be Shadow Drop. It feels that way. July 1st. Okay, cool. I was wrong.
In this next
Comes in a couple
title,
days- in,
small
less
scale
than a month.
players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Mechanicals approaching.
We must now face a stark reality. The
A
industrial
sci-fi bug
civilization
game.
we were expecting to join.
Sci-fi Bugs Life.
There's no more.
Okay. A sci-fi Bugs Life. Wow. Nice. Interesting indeed.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Infinite
2026
Simul.
marks the
Interesting
30th
title.
anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Happy birthday.
Oh, is that Resident Evil? Let's go. Resident Evil 9, is that it?
Birthday. Happy birthday. Happy
Yep.
birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です 皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができまし
30 years
た。
of
ありが
Resident
とうご
Evil.
ざい
That's
ます。
insane, dude.
さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Okay, so they're just confirming that they're working on it.
I need a glass
But
of
we
wine,
already
too.
knew
All
this, right?
Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special
Come on,
message.
how
We
can you
cannot
do
wait
that?
For when the time is right to share
How
more
can you
leading
just
into the
announce something that we have just announced an
Now it is
announcement?
time
Like,
for the
come
next
on.
big update for a beloved franchise.
I swear, I was expecting at least a little teaser or something, you know? AEW, I guess.
Let's rumble.
What? Street Fighter collab? Yeah, that's Alex. Yeah. Huh? That's Sea Viper. Okay. What am I looking at here? Is this the announcement for? It is, right? I think. Okay, so Kenny Omega is a big fan of Street Fighter, right? Is this a trailer for? Is this a trailer for Year 3? Yeah, this is a trailer for Year 3. So Alex, Sea Viper, and Ingrid. Okay, cool. Sagat, of course.
Street Fighter 6.
Oh, damn. Let's go. Oh, we're looking at them now. Let's go. Sick. Look at that stage, though. Okay, but I want to see more. What is this?
Flag time, baby.
What is this Fortnite-esque looking guy? Looking at here. Yeah, what is this? Like this Fortnite-esque looking game? It's gonna be another live service hero shooter or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Adios.
Adios, amigo. That's flag. It's like a capture the flag kind of multiplayer game, I guess. Cool.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year.
Interesting.
Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Isn't it Wu Chang, or maybe saying it properly? I don't know.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change
So
how
it's
it
Souls like Chinese action. I mean, it looks clean though. It's a nice character design. So hold on. So if we just saw Street Fighter 6 and we just saw Sagat gameplay, that means he's ready. That means he's coming out in a week or so. No, sorry, in a month or so.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
Yeah, it looks good. It's just I don't know, man. Something about it just I don't know. Not convinced yet. What is this Wu-Tang Clan? Yeah, what is this whole Wu-Tang Clan going on thing here? Hey, Rise of the Deceiver. Nice. $1 bill, y'all. That's hey. Okay, it looks interesting. I like that. Presented by Ghostface Killer. What in the Wu-Tang am I watching here?
Calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang: Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now,
and if
here's a new look
we're
at
kicking
Guild
ass
Wars
with
2, which has
sick
new
ass
updates
Wu-Tang
including
beats,
player
let's
housing
go. I'm
and is
all
free
in.
to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
What's this now?
My calling takes me far from home.
where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness?
Cool.
Me.
Alright guys, let me know in the chat, how do you feel about this summer Game Fest so far? So far. Maybe they still might have some surprises up their sleeves, but so far it's not looking that great. I mean, there's some cool announcements, don't get me wrong, there's some really cool announcements. I'm really happy to see that smaller developers or smaller studios are getting shout out to a big event like this one. But I'm here for the big games too, right? And I feel like, you know, what did we get last year? Last year we got, I remember year 2 of Street Fighter 6. We had, I think, our first look at Night Rain, right? Like Elden Ring Night Rain. We also had, what else did we have last year? I think, I can't recall. And I don't know what's going on here. Dream. But I feel like there was a big announcements last year, and that Resident Evil announcement was like, come on, dude, an announcement for an announcement that and nothing to show. On a 30th anniversary, nothing to show. Again, like, what is going on? What's going on with this stream? What the hell? What are you struggling here for? All right, let me lower the resolution. Maybe that's what's going on here. Too many people. Yeah, no, honestly, come on, Capcom. Like, just wait for it. Just keep it quiet. Because we're not going to see this until 2027. Or maybe later 2026. Possibly later 2026. Because again, they're still working on Onimusha. There's a lot of games they're working on and stuff like that. So yeah. By the way, you guys, have any of you guys got the Switch too? I really want it, but it's expensive here, man. It's like over $800, man, to get one. And it's even cheaper.
Throwing back
PS5
to
was
a
even cheaper when
classic
I got
animation
one.
style. Enter a
how
surreal
crazy
world
it's
where
like.
you're a down on his luck
The
outcast
inflation
who
of
has to
prices,
battle
man.
his inner
Insane.
demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Unwell.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
I like this whole 90-ish cartoon style.
Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
What is this? The successor of like Conker's Bad Fur Day or something?
Be so easy. You still look a little unwell.
I like the style. It kind of reminds me of Cuphead mixed with
Hey guys, I'm
90s-ish
Ian Prue, the
cartoons, you know, like
co-founder
Ren
of
and Stimpy
1047
type
Games.
stuff, you know.
When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
Everybody
With Splitgate
does.
2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level?
Make FPS great
What
again.
if you
I
could
love that.
portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something.
So I tried
much
Splitgate too, and
Splitgate
it's
Battle Royale
fun,
launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
but it wasn't my cup of tea. Even the Portal stuff, like I couldn't grasp the Portal stuff. Oh, okay. So yeah, they were talking about maybe a possible battle royale.
Can he complete the comeback he's going to try? He shoots! He gets the kill! Now that's how you portal! They're not done yet! They got one! They got another! They're going to do it! They're going to do it! Oh my god! They did it! They actually did it! And you're standing on the edge face up 'cause you're
Oh my god, why? Why are you putting like licensed music again? So yeah, so this whole portal thing, like again, you have to aim, like you have to be aiming them, you have to be aiming at to get some portals and stuff like that. It's not easy. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this must be like their version of BR, right? Yeah, this is pretty much like the BR version of Splitgate. Maybe like in different levels. You gotta go in different, you know, stuff like that. So what? They just shadow dropped it just like that, or what?
Now
I know the
we are
beta's
honored
going
to
on.
showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's that project, whatever it's called, right? Let's go. It has to be like a dragon, but I don't know what, like a dragon something. During the World War II. Okay. Oh wow. Show him no mercy.
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Logic Century, yeah. Stranger Than Heaven.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are.
Hold on, the initial trailer was in a different time period,
All right,
was
well,
it?
we're almost done here, but we do have one final.
I feel like it was
very
in a
special
different
global game announcement to
time
share with all of
frame.
you who've been
Weird.
waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from
What
a
do you got for
studio
us, Jeff?
that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game
All right,
Fest.
try not to get too teary-eyed. He's about to cry. What am I looking at here? I'm looking for clues. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
What is this?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Okay, it's Resident Evil. There you go. Requiem. Peace. Okay, there you go. Oh wow, that's soon. That's even sooner than
There you have it, Resident Evil Requiem.
That's even
And it will be
sooner than
playable to
Onimusha.
fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy
straight
James.
2
Did you do a
hours?
great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right, well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend you can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom.
All right, so Summer Game Fest is over. If I had to give it a score, let's go with a let's go with a small score, right? We're talking about a small score, like a grade. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. If we're talking about a grade, I would probably give it a D. And I'll tell you why. Not a lot of crazy announcements. Resident Evil 9 to be saved as the last announcement was probably one of the weirdest things, or that he could have kept that as a last announcement. The fact that they announced it midway through a teaser, nothing to show for, and then to be like, oh hey guys, but we do have something to show you guys. It kind of misses the mark where Jeff is like, okay, we kept the secret at the end, but we wanted to show it to you. Like, again, it's just like, it just defeats the purpose of that surprise. I don't know. Like, I was not, like, I saw RPD and I'm like, oh, Raccoon Police Department, cool. But you could have just showed me that during the announcement, and then he could have kept another surprise or something. I don't know. Not necessarily the best Summer Game Fest, in my opinion. Because we all know the big games are coming out next year, right? There's GTA 6, there's Onimusha, there's now Resident Evil Requiem. Nothing, man. There's really nothing. Like, there's just a bunch of games all saved for next year, and this year, well, obviously we have some more coming out, but I don't know, man. I wasn't impressed at all. I was not impressed at all. But before we move on, I do want to check out that year 3. I wonder if they have like a longer trailer or something. Okay. Cool. Is it still the Kenny Omega trailer? I wonder. Yeah, it is still the Kenny Omega trailer. So let's skip forward. I do want to see. I wanted to see this. Not the Kenny Omega version. There we go. The God looking clean though. I like his like the fur, all this stuff. Sick. Looks nice. Sea Viper. Ah man, I'm happy. I wanted Sea Viper back in a long time. Alex, nice. I like his design. I like the fact that his face painting is on the toque, I guess. And then Ingrid. Ingrid was in what Street Fighter again? I think in the Alpha series, right? So cool. So this, here you go. We have the year 3. And we also had a snippet of like the gameplay here too. Let's check it out. Let's see. Alright, let's see this here. Is this the highest definition? Oh, hold on a second. Why, Capcom? Why are you? Okay, perfect. I was about to say, like, yeah, no, really, I do like the designs. All right, so we have a first look at the new map and Sagat gameplay, and that's it. That's it. Okay, very minor look at this stuff. Let me see if there's anything else that they announced. No, it's just that. Somebody already did some predictions. Nice. Yeah, I guess that's it. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about this Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. It's a fucking weird title though. Yeah, so this was announced during the PlayStation State of Play, which I didn't stream because it was happening as I was working. But I did catch Maximilian Dude's stream, and I gotta say, man, what a nice showcase that was. It was really nice. A lot of games that, you know, like classic stuff coming back, like Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics. There was a little taste of like Ghost of Yotei, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Silent Hill F. A lot of good, cool stuff. I can't remember all that was announced, but definitely what took the cake was this. And I gotta say, man, it looks sick though. And I was like, Arc System Works, and I'm like, what the hell? And then all you see is like the Captain's Shield, and you're like, what the hell is happening here? So it's sick, so sick. And we're like, like obviously a fighting game, right? We're like, but Marvel, really? So I wanted to break it down here because a lot of people kind of miss like all the little hints of what's going on in the background here. So this is like, which feeder is this right here? Dazzler's Disco Show. Okay, so you see, there's a lot of hints that maybe there's some potential characters maybe showing up for this fighting game. Dazzler's here. Something Van Dyke in it. Jane Van Dyke, is that what it said in the back? Lucky Dog Pizza in the back. I'm just looking at all the stuff in the background here to see if I catch anything. I think I did see, like, you know, J. Jonah Jameson right here, and somewhere it says like here, Spider-Man Menace at some point, the Kree. So I'm trying to catch all this stuff, like, and that's cool, man. Honestly, the fact that it kept those like stage transition compared to like what was in Fighters when you or in Guilty Gear Strive, right? When you blast that, but this is so clean. Now, another thing that a lot of people miss too, you see Thor right here. Classic Iron Man, classic Captain America, classic Thor costume. Thor might be a character, you know, if he's here. You know, it could be something they might tease. Not much going on in the background here. I'm just trying to see if there's any other like references or stuff like that. And I do like the style, that the fact that it's not like a full 2D, there's a 3D aspect of it, like kind of like what Fighters did, right? That weren't really fully 2D, they were like a 3D cell shaded, you know, stuff like that. I think they're doing the same thing here. Okay, so cool. So here there's a lot of references going on. First of all, damage control. Damage control is right here in the back. You have this right here. I don't know what it's called, but and what does it say here? What does it say that? Something the champion. I think that's what it says. I'm not sure what this means, but this could be a hint to maybe Daredevil, you know, because then you have the gym, Fogwell's gym, right? I'm not familiar with the gym itself. It could be a gym where, what's it called? Daredevil fights or trains. I don't know. You see Norman Osborn over here. And what is this big snake in the back here? What is this thing? The lizard, maybe? Yeah. You see, like, these are all little hints, and nobody really mentioned this stuff, you know? This Nelson versus Murdoch. Okay, so yeah, so definitely Daredevil stuff here, right? FC, I don't know what that means in the back. But this could be the lizard right here. Or something, I don't know. There's something there in the back. 4v4, that's insane. Alright, let me see. Any other hints? Any other clues? No, nothing really crazy. I do like this lineup though. I do like this lineup. Oh, what does it say? Avengers Museum. Okay. Cool. Hulkbuster. Nice. A lot of close-ups to these characters. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. But yeah, man, I can't wait. This is gonna be sick. Marvel Dokkan Fighting Souls. Okay, hold on. What was that last part here? This is like a stadium, like a coliseum. But like, what's this? This is that like a Venom type thing? What's it called again? That big Venom villain. Forgot. But yeah, can't wait. It looks sick. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, honestly, just a lot of like, you know, a lot of cool announcements and stuff like that. So honestly, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I can't wait for Marvel Dokkan. But yeah, again, just to emphasize on the Summer Game Fest, I gotta say, not impressed. The fact that again, that whole Resident Evil thing, man, they could have just announced it then and there. But they could have just kept that for last even, you know? And I don't know why they teased in the middle and then like show the actual trailer in the end. And a part of me did seem like, I was like, what am I looking at? And at first, what crossed my mind at first, I thought it was like a spin-off to Control. For some reason, it kind of felt like Control-esque, you know, style, I guess, art style. But then when I saw the character, the blonde girl, I was like, this is very Capcom-ish, you know? Very Capcom-ish. So, again, when I saw the RPD sign, I'm like, oh, it's Raccoon City after the nuke and all that, you know? So again, it's like, it's really funny. It's really funny. So yeah, guys. So I think that'll be it. I would love to play some Street Fighter today, but I'm super exhausted. I'm not really feeling up for it. But definitely this weekend, tomorrow, we're gonna take an in-depth look at the new changes. We're not gonna go over the whole like each character patch notes and everything. I did watch the Rufo Monger's video. Definitely go watch it. It's like a visual guide of what the changes are. So I have an idea. I'm definitely going to check out Elena, see how she plays. So definitely going to check all that stuff out this weekend. And I appreciate every single one of you coming to the stream, checking in, lurking around. If you did enjoy the stream, I will happily ask you guys to please drop a like on the stream if you enjoy it, if you're watching on YouTube, of course. And if you're watching on Twitch, you can definitely follow me there. And yeah, that's it, guys. So with that being said, love y'all. Keep gaming, I guess. And sorry, guys, I'm really tired. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So love y'all. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Friday, actually. I'll see you guys. Bye.